2 years ago, my life looked perfect from the outside. I had a beautiful home, two wonderful children, and a husband who seemed to have everything figured out. But behind closed doors, my world was falling apart piece by piece. After having my second child, Emma, my body had changed dramatically. I had gained 30 pounds during pregnancy, and despite my efforts, I couldn't lose the weight. Every morning, I would stand in front of the mirror, pinching the extra skin around my waist and feeling disgusted with myself. My husband, Sam, had always been obsessed with fitness. He spent 2 hours at the gym every single day, lifting weights and running on the treadmill. His body looked like it belonged in a fitness magazine. Mine looked like it belonged in a maternity ward. "Rachel," Sam said one evening as I was preparing dinner, "maybe you should try eating a salad instead of pasta tonight." I felt my cheeks burn with embarrassment. "I'm cooking for the whole family," I replied quietly. "I'm just saying," he continued, not looking up from his phone. "The women at my gym are all mothers too, and they manage to stay in shape." Those words cut through me like a knife. I wanted to scream, to throw the pasta across the kitchen, to tell him how cruel he was being. Instead, I just nodded and put the pasta away. This became our daily routine. Sam would make comments about my appearance, compare me to other women, and suggest different diets I should try. The affection between us disappeared completely. He stopped holding my hand during movies. He stopped kissing me goodnight. He stopped looking at me like I was beautiful. "You used to take care of yourself," he said one morning as I was getting dressed. "Remember when we first met? You were so confident and radiant." I stared at him in disbelief. I was also 25 and childless. Things change, Sam. "They don't have to," he said coldly before leaving for work. That night, I cried myself to sleep. I felt invisible, worthless, and completely alone in my own marriage. 3 months passed like this. I was becoming a shadow of my former self, afraid to eat in front of my husband, constantly checking my reflection, and feeling ashamed of my own body. My children began to notice my sadness. "Mommy, why don't you smile anymore?" my 5-year-old daughter Lucy asked one afternoon. Her innocent question broke my heart. I realized that I was teaching my children, especially my daughter, that a woman's worth comes from her appearance. This had to stop. The next morning, I made a decision that would change everything. I was dropping Lucy off at her dance class when I noticed a sign on the studio door: "Adult Beginner Dance Classes, Tuesdays and Thursdays, all bodies welcome." Without thinking twice, I walked inside and signed up immediately. "I haven't danced since college," I told the receptionist nervously. "Perfect," she smiled warmly. "Our instructor Marcus specializes in helping people rediscover their love of movement." That first class was terrifying. I felt clumsy and self-conscious as I stumbled through basic steps. But something magical happened during those 90 minutes. For the first time in months, I forgot about my weight, my marriage problems, and my insecurities. I just moved. Marcus was an incredible teacher. He was patient, encouraging, and had a way of making everyone feel special. "Dance isn't about perfection," he would say. "It's about expression and joy." Week after week, I returned to that studio. My body began to change, not just physically, but emotionally. I was gaining strength, flexibility, and most importantly, confidence. I started to glow again. "You seem different lately," Sam commented one evening, though he didn't sound particularly pleased about it. "I've been taking dance classes," I told him proudly. He rolled his eyes. "Dancing isn't going to help you lose weight like the gym would." But I wasn't dancing for weight loss anymore. I was dancing for pure happiness. After 2 months of classes, Marcus asked me to stay after one session. "Rachel," he said, his eyes twinkling with admiration, "you've made incredible progress. You have such natural grace and rhythm." I felt my heart skip a beat. When was the last time someone had complimented me like that? "Thank you, Marcus. That means everything to me." "Would you like to grab coffee sometime?" he asked gently. "I'd love to hear more about your dance journey." I hesitated for a moment, thinking about my marriage, my children, my complicated life.
I'd like that very much, I heard myself saying. We met the following Saturday at a small cafe near the studio. For 2 hours, we talked about everything and nothing. Marcus listened to me, really listened, in a way Sam hadn't in years. He made me laugh until my sides hurt. He told me I was beautiful, and for the first time in months, I believed it. As we were saying goodbye, I saw a familiar figure across the street. It was Sam, and he was watching us with an expression I had never seen before, jealousy mixed with panic and realization. That evening, Sam confronted me at home. "Who was that man you were with today?" he demanded. "His name is Marcus. He's my dance instructor," I replied calmly. "You were laughing with him," Sam said, his voice breaking slightly. "You haven't laughed like that with me in months." "No," I agreed, "I haven't." For the first time, Sam seemed to really see me. Not my weight, not my flaws, but me, the woman he had fallen in love with years ago, the mother of his children, his wife. "Rachel," he whispered, tears forming in his eyes, "I've been a terrible husband. I was so focused on the outside that I forgot about the inside. I forgot about your beautiful heart, your incredible spirit, your amazing laugh." I stood there silently, letting him continue. "You're glowing again," he said softly. "You're more beautiful now than the day we met, and it has nothing to do with your weight. It's your confidence, your joy, your spark. I almost lost the most precious thing in my life because I was too shallow to see it." The next week, Sam canceled his gym membership. On Tuesday evening, he appeared at the dance studio wearing awkward workout clothes and looking nervous. "I was wondering," he said shyly, "if there's room for one more beginner in this class." Marcus welcomed him warmly, and we began learning together. Sam was terrible at first, stepping on my toes and missing every beat, but he was trying, really trying, and that meant everything to me. During our first dance together in months, Sam pulled me close and whispered in my ear, "I'm sorry, Rachel. Beauty fades, but your light will shine forever. I promise to never dim it again." As we swayed to the music, surrounded by other couples finding their rhythm, I realized that true beauty isn't about fitting into old clothes or impressing strangers at the gym. It's about feeling alive, confident, and loved for exactly who you are. My journey taught me that the most important relationship you can have is with yourself. When you love and respect yourself, others will see that light and love you for it too.
Thank you for watching English Practice Library. If this story helped you practice your English, please like the video. It really supports the channel. And if you want more calm, level-based English stories like this, subscribe to English Practice Library. See you in the next story.